Everybody, it's Glenn back in this video with, as Matt Stryker might say, my little English muffin. It's Layla. Layla here is from the latest series of WWE Basics by Mattel. I'm not sure what series we're up to now, maybe in the mid-teens somewhere. So it just goes to show you how far behind Mattel are in bringing out figures, because Layla hasn't appeared in the WWE for probably nearly a year now. She's been out with an injury. I guess with a turnaround in producing figures, it creates quite a lag, and by the time the figures come out, the WWE itself and its wrestlers can undergo various changes. Not that I'm complaining, of course. I'm very grateful to have Layla here. As a wrestling personality, Layla has won me over. Being a product of the WWE Divas search, I immediately looked down my nose at her. You know, because let's face it, what has any winner of the Divas search go on to do, really? And I pretty much write off any Divas search contestant as being a crappy wrestler, fame-hungry whore. But Layla has proved otherwise, bless her. She is, of course, best known as one half of Team Lay Cool, along with Michelle McCool. And Team Lay Cool are definitely a case of where the whole is greater than the parts. In the Michelle McCool, a very solid in-ring performer, but charisma-wise, she's kind of, well, a glorified plank of wood, basically. Whereas Layla, to me, really shone in Team Lay Cool. She was the weaker in-ring performer, but a lot more charismatic than Michelle McCool, which I guess isn't that hard, but credit to Layla nonetheless. And with the demise of Team Lay Cool, it's a shame Layla was injured, because she did seem to be on the uprise in terms of popularity. And I think, you know, with the demise of Team Lay Cool, the Divas division has suffered from it greatly. Not regarding the brief interruption by Karma, I think the Divas have just floundered recently this past year. Anyway, let's take a closer look at Layla in the packaging there. Comparing the figure to the picture on the card, it's a fairly decent likeness. It's not, you know, spot on. It's certainly better than a lot of Mattel's efforts, particularly its earlier ones. I'm talking about Mickie James, Melina. All their early diva efforts were pretty horrible, really. And the likeness is certainly better than the Jax Layla that they issued. That's probably one of the worst diva figures you can buy. I kind of wish I own it now, just to prove it to you how bad it is compared to this one. But unfortunately, I'd be too embarrassed to say I owned it. And the Jax Layla figure is so bad that if it didn't come in packaging that read Layla on it, you would have no idea who she was. So let's just turn Layla over, check out the rest of the line. There's Layla, first time in the line. Kofi Kingston, the obligatory John Cena. Wade Barrett, Brodus Clay, also first time in the line. And kind of like I said, with the delay in kind of manufacturing with these figures, that the figures are always kind of playing catch up with the storylines themselves, because having looked at the Brodus Clay figure in the package in Toys R Us, and it's the kind of mean Brodus Clay that we're familiar with from NXT, and not the jovial Funkasaurus that we've all been rubbing our eyes with at disbelief. And also Kane, again, probably the last unmasked Kane we will see. I think You know, fans are probably itching for an action figure of Kane with his mask back on now. I am going to open this bad girl up and give you my impressions on her. So here she is out of package, and having her out of package and having played around with her a little bit, I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't pick up the Michelle McCool action figure that Mattel released ages ago. I passed up on it in Tesco's when it was half price for less than £5. I'm not a big Michelle McCool fan on her own, and I never figured we'd ever get a Layla figure, but kind of Layla's looking a bit lonely here on her own. So hopefully I'll be able to track down the Michelle McCool action figure and not be arse raped on the price of it to complete my Team Lay call. Because alongside Michelle McCool, Layla here will be flawless, as her sleeve reads there, which is quite a nice detail to have on her. The figure itself, it's the generic Divas body. Comes with one clenched fist which she can shake, "I'll get you, you pesky kids!" And one open palm which she can do the "you can't see me." That's some of her articulation I've shown off there to fine effect. Beyond that, she doesn't articulate at the head because of the thickness of the rubber of her hair, but turn to the side and I like the curvature of the volume of her hair, which is further echoed in the curvature and volume of her butt cheeks. Yes, that's my critical eye there, honed by the various degrees in fine art that I have. Beyond that, she does articulate at the waist. She has mobility at the hips, front, back, to the sides. She has a upper thigh swivel here. Single jointed elbows. A 360-degree swivel at the wrist and at the upper arm. Single jointed knee, and at the ankles she moves front and back. And also side to side. I'm kind of around there. She's doing a bit of a belly dance for you there. So if I'm not mistaken, the Diva figures, even though they're in the basic line, do have more articulation than their male counterparts. Am I wrong? I only own Divas, no male wrestlers in the basic series. So is she more articulated? Let me know in the comments below. In addition to the flawless down her sleeve, she does also have Lay Famous on her trouser pants at the back there. So some nice detail done here. Anyway, that's my review of Layla done and dusted. Hopefully Layla will be returning to the WWE very soon, although if she does, I assume she's only going to be squashed by karma like every other diva in the division. Poor Layla. Anyway, please comment, rate and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.